In this video, I'm going to show you how to read your pay stub, why it's not as scary as it looks, and how you can actually use it as a tool to help you get ahead with your money. Sounds boring, but here's the secret. Once you actually understand it, you'll find hidden ways to save money you didn't even know you had. Don't worry, I'll show you how. I've spent more than 20 years immersing myself in the world of money, with degrees in both finance and economics, and years as a financial advisor, and a career as the personal finance manager for a billionaire. And I'm going to share how important it is for you to understand your pay stub. No fluff, no BS. Stick around to learn exactly where your money's going and the only number that matters. If you want more info like this, please make sure to hit the subscribe button right now. It'll really help the channel grow and you'll get more content like this in the future. Let's get into it. So let's talk payday. Best day of the week, right? You busted your butt for 2 weeks, you check your account, but your check's much smaller than you thought. What's going on? Let's start simple. Whether you get a paper check or a direct deposit, your employer has to give you a breakdown of your earnings and deductions. That breakdown is the pay stub. It shows how much you earned, how much got taken out, and how much you actually get to keep. Think of it like a receipt for your job. You may never keep the receipt from McDonald's, but when it comes to your paycheck, you'd better. First thing you'll see is the pay period, the time this paycheck covers. Usually 2 weeks, sometimes a month. Don't mix this up. If you work overtime, you'll want to make sure it lands in the correct pay period. Otherwise, it feels like you're getting shortchanged. If you don't know your pay period, good luck paying your bills. You'll end up calling your landlord saying, "Sorry, I didn't pay my rent. My paycheck didn't line up." Not a good look. Now next, let's look at the big one. That's where the confusion really starts. Gross pay is what your boss promised. Net pay is what you actually get. So if you work 40 hours at $25 an hour, that's $1,000 gross. Be sure to add in any overtime or bonuses. That goes here too. Now the problem? You don't get to keep this number. This is the part where rookies get fooled. They look at their gross and they think, "I'm rich." So where does the missing money actually go? This is the part most people never bother to look at. Let's start with taxes. This is the meat of the deductions. First, federal income tax. Then there's FICA, which is Social Security and Medicare. Social Security tax helps retirees, people with disabilities, and kids. Medicare tax covers hospital insurance for the elderly. And depending on where you live, you may also see state, city, and local tax. Tax rates will differ by location. Some states have a graduated income tax, some states have a flat income tax, and some states have no income tax at all. And finally, in some states, you'll see state disability insurance or state unemployment insurance. This helps provide short-term disability and family leave benefits if you can't work due to illness, injury, or caregiving. Now, it sounds like everyone's got their hand in your pocket, right? But here's the thing. Those deductions are predictable. They don't change much unless your income does. But not every deduction is bad. Some actually make you richer. If you see a line for 401k contributions, smile. That's your future self getting paid. You put money in, often pre-tax, which means it gets subtracted from your gross before it's taxed. So it lowers your taxes. Even better, many employers match what you put in. For example, they match 100% of the first 3% and then 50% on the next 2%. That's like getting a 4% raise just for showing up and saving. Don't ignore this. Let me be crystal clear. If your boss is offering you a match and you don't take it, you're throwing away free money. That's like basically saying, "No thanks, I don't want my full salary." Don't be that person. And trust me, your 65-year-old self will thank you when you're sitting poolside, sipping margaritas, instead of working until you're 90. And retirement isn't the only place your money hides here. Let's look at insurance. Healthcare, dental, vision. If you signed up, those premiums come out here too. And the good news, they're usually pre-tax as well, meaning less taxable income, which saves you money on taxes today. Yes, insurance is expensive, but trust me, it's a lot cheaper than one visit to the ER without it. And you know what? There's a few other sneaky ways to keep more of your paycheck. Some employers let you stash more money pre-tax. HSAs, or health savings accounts, help you pay for medical expenses. FSAs, or flexible spending accounts, can help you cover things like childcare. Even commuter benefits, or for train tickets or parking passes, show up here. These all lower your taxable income, which means you give the government less. Those are smart money moves. But not all deductions are pre-tax. Let's take a look at some of those that sneak out after taxes are taken. They don't lower your taxes, but they still shrink your paycheck. Things like contributions to a Roth 401k, still a good move, or maybe union dues, charitable deductions, or wage garnishments. Okay, so now you know what's coming out. And here's where most of you screw up. You never check your pay stub. You just assume it's right, but you need to check every pay stub to make sure your name is spelled right and the employee ID matches. Is your pay period correct? Did they pay the right number of hours and overtime? Does your gross match what you're expecting? Are the deductions what you signed up for? Hey, payroll departments make mistakes. Don't assume the computer's always right. If something looks wrong, take it to HR or payroll immediately. Don't wait 6 months to complain. And here's the biggest takeaway that I promised you at the beginning of the video. The only number that matters is net pay. Net pay is what you actually live on. Your bills don't care about gross. Your rent, your food, your Netflix, they all come out of net. So stop telling yourself you make $60,000 a year if you're only taking home $45,000. Budget with the money that lands in your account. That's where knowing your pay stub gives you power. The more you understand it, the easier it is to spot ways to boost your paycheck. So here's the bottom line. Your pay stub isn't a mystery. It's a roadmap. It tells you where your money's going. And if you actually read it, you can make smarter decisions with your finances. Whether it's catching payroll errors, or upping your retirement contributions, or choosing the right insurance. This little slip of paper can change your financial future. Now that you've mastered how to read your pay stub, you need to figure out what to do with the net pay you'll actually live on. It's a simple method that only a few people are using, and it's allowing them to begin building wealth and enjoy themselves at the same time. But no one tells you how to do it. In this video, I'll break it all down step by step so you can begin building wealth too. Click here to watch it now.